I must have lost the invitation from Tesla to attend this Model 3 Model Y standards event, or maybe I wasn't invited. But anyway, I wanted to do this video just to share with you what my thoughts are about the new standard trim level. I did check out a couple of videos on YouTube about it just to be a little bit more informed of what features are there, what features they took out, pricing, and all that. So bear in mind, I have not seen it in person. I have not driven it. There hasn't been any video at this time of recording of people driving it. So this is just like my initial thoughts and impressions from the videos that I've watched and from the Tesla website that I went through and checked out. But what I did notice online is, including myself, I felt like the price is still a little bit too expensive, similar to the Cybertruck rear-wheel drive, which is now canceled. But then I started to have an open mind. I'm like, why do I think that it's still a more, like, it's just expensive? Why can't it be cheaper? Why do I think that? Well, I'm no psychologist, but I think, for me anyway, I think I want that huge price difference between my Model Y and what they considered standard to make me feel like, oh, I got a really good deal. I'm glad I made this decision that I picked up this trim level instead of that trim level, or instead of me waiting, I could have, it's fine. Like, I think that's just me. You have to remember, and I thought about this. It really is one of the best. Model 3 and Model Y is one of the best value for price vehicles out there. Not only EVs, but even compared to gas cars. And I've said it in a Cybertruck video before, like, I think the Cybertruck, for a truck, for that price point, what you're getting is a crazy deal. Sure, it's expensive at $80,000, starting price $80,000. For what you're getting, it's a really good deal. And I'm like, wait. This really is a good deal. And here's why. We're going to take a look at the Model 3 standard rear wheel drive. It costs $36,990. And a competing product, I think, is like a Nissan Leaf. It's an electric vehicle. It's a 4-door. It's a sedan. And I don't know too much about it, but I have had it as a loaner before. So if you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. But when I look it up, so $29,990 is the starting price of a Nissan Leaf. And then it says here on the website, it's 303 estimated miles of range. But this is the Leaf S Plus. That is the highest trim level. So it's not $29,990. So I went and checked out what is available in my area, Southern California, and they have the SV Plus MSRP of $36,330. And I'm like, okay, well, what does the SV Plus have? So I Googled it, and it has a 75 kilowatt hour battery versus 69.5 or 69.4 kilowatt hour battery on the standard editions. But the ranges on the Leaf is up to 288 miles versus the Model 3, 321 miles. So it's a similar price range, but you get more. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the Model 3 and the Model Y is a really good deal for if you compare to competing vehicles. So then I'm like, okay, well, Model Y standard is $39,990. What is a competing vehicle to that? So I'm thinking maybe a Chevy Equinox. So Chevy Equinox, they have 3 trim levels, and the LT1 front wheel drive starts at $36,495. Okay, $3,000 difference or whatever, right? But when you think about it, the technology that you get from Tesla overall will probably surpass what all these other vehicles can offer. So let's just say that you don't care about FSD, which is one of the biggest things that Tesla has. And I myself don't really care too much about FSD until lately, but let's pretend that FSD, we're not going to use that to compare. The ecosystem alone, as a Tesla owner attached to the Tesla vehicle, is just unmatched by any other car manufacturer out there. It's just the software, the app, the efficiency, like that's you get that no matter which Tesla you have, you get that. The software update support and all that, you get that. I don't know too much of how often like Chevy does updates, how often Nissan updates their EVs. Outside of Tesla, the only one I know for sure that supports the software is Rivian. Maybe Lucid has updates. I believe Ford also has updates, but I don't think it's as frequent as what Tesla has or Rivian has. So right off the bat, like that's the benefit you're gonna get with purchasing a Tesla. That you get that. Doesn't matter if it's a first gen, second gen, third gen. It's kind of like Apple iPhones. You're supported throughout many generations of the product. So I doubt you're gonna get that on the Chevy Equinox. So I didn't even look at the Nissan Ariya or anything because I think the Ariya is even more expensive. But I tried to find the closest competitors to the Model 3 and the Model Y. As I'm watching the videos, I keep hearing people were saying things like, oh, Tesla wanted to make sure they didn't get away from the core identity, the core features. That's part of it, is that the ecosystem is part of their identity, part of their core features. In order for them to even further lower the price of these vehicles, they're going to need to start removing that. Like, what would they remove to actually bring it down the price even further? The cameras. The cameras, if you remove that, you could lower the price. But here's the problem. You no longer will have the ability to get FSD. And the cool thing with the standard trim level, you can get FSD even at that trim level. Sure, it's $8,000 or $100 a month. And the target demographic more than likely will not pay for that, because their target demographic, they're lowering the entry level of EV purchase, and many of those people could care less. All they're after is being able to drive an EV, enjoy having an EV, and possibly save money with an EV. So they're not going to look at, I'm going to end up paying $100 more a month to get FSD subscription. They're not going to look for that. Maybe some will, but majority are not going to spend the extra money for that. So maybe some of you are thinking, well, it's only $100 more a month. Honestly, for many people, $100 a month is huge. And that's why lowering that purchase entry is very important. They're trying to attract more buyers. I think it's about $19 to $23 per $1,000 that you finance. And so if we were to look at the price difference between standard and premium rear wheel, you're looking at, what is that, like $6,000? So let's just say, or $5,500. So let's just say $5,000, $20 per $1,000. That's $100 of savings per month that people now can possibly afford. They're not going to take that $100 that they saved and get FSD. I don't think they would. I wouldn't. I think it's really important that Tesla did release the standard trim levels at a lower price point. Should it be cheaper? Sure. But at what cost? They've already removed a lot from the Model Y. I mean, if you remove the cameras and FSD, I don't think it's even a Tesla anymore. It's not. You'll probably get maybe the ecosystem with the profiles jumping around different vehicles or whatever, but that's not an important feature because at that price point you probably will only have one Tesla. So it doesn't really, it's not an advantageous feature because you only have one Tesla. So, and you lose Sentry mode and you lose, man, you lose a lot of stuff if you remove those cameras. So yes, they probably could have dropped it even further if they remove stuff like the camera, but I don't think they will because you're not going to be experiencing a Tesla. You're just going to experience an electric vehicle with the Tesla logo. Yeah, so I think the price is good. But here are the three things that would make me want to jump from standard to premium. So number one, from Kyle's video, there is no TPMS. They have like a different way of calculating the tire pressure and everything. It's pretty interesting. So go check out Kyle's video, the out of spec video. It's pretty cool. But they don't have TPMS. TPMS to me, since having it, I can't live without it. We have a Kia and it has TPMS, but here's the thing. It doesn't tell you which tire is low on pressure. It just gives you like the yellow triangle with the exclamation mark. So I have to go on each tire and check the pressure on there. So it does have some kind of TPMS, but it doesn't tell you. Unlike in Tesla, it tells you which tire is low on pressure and it tells you the value of that pressure. So I think that is an important feature that I'm willing to go up a trim level. Number two, matrix headlights. I didn't realize how much I appreciated this feature until I started driving the Cybertruck after I got the Model Y Juniper and, you know, my Rivian. My old Model Y had it, but it wasn't as good. But every time I drive the Cybertruck, I'm like, dang, I missed matrix headlight. This truck feels old and it's not even old. So I don't know. I wish Tesla put matrix headlights on the Cybertruck. So that made me realize, wow, I actually like those matrix headlights. And then finally, the damper suspension on Juniper, where it adjusts based on the frequency it detects, based on the road vibrations and stuff. It adjusts the damper. It stiffens it up. It softens it up. Oh my goodness. It's no air suspension, but it really does feel great. Very comfortable. And I don't know. I haven't seen any videos of people driving the standard models yet. Who knows? Maybe it isn't as bad, but like those are the three things that would make me jump from standard to premium. I don't know. What do y'all think? Have you seen the videos about the new standard Model 3 and Model Y? What do y'all think? It was funny with the Model Y standard, they actually took a lot more stuff out than they did with the Model 3. So there have been jokes floating around on the internet. It's like, I bet you the sound system on the standard Model 3 and Y is still better than the Rivian Rivian premium audio. Oh. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you all think. That's it for this video. I just want to do something real quick. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.